Friday and the weekend just in time for Christmas weekend. Oh my goodness, it's going to get cold. All that Arctic air is going to do is spill southward here. We're talking about winds that are going to be gusting on Friday afternoon, possibly 30 to 40 miles an hour here across parts of the south. So that Christmas cold blast, it's going to be coming our way this weekend. And that's why we've got that first alert for Friday afternoon going all the way through Christmas Day. Morning lows are going to plummet in the teens to low 20s, and just a very, very breezy and windy Friday afternoon. That could put a little bit of pose a threat to some power outages too, just how strong those winds are going to be gusting up here Friday afternoon into early Saturday. For now, we back it right up here to this morning. It's a cold start, 25 degrees. Winds we've had about maybe 3 to 5 at times, creating wind chill values in the upper teens to low 20s. But right now reported calm here. Looking to stay about 8-10 degrees below average once again, with highs in the lower to mid 50s. Increasing late day cloud cover here, but we have a very frigid start here. If you're getting some morning exercise in, that's the temp range you have to deal with, and then add to it a little breeze every so often, 3 to 5. So you might want to just wait a little closer to noontime if you can. If you get out in the cold, you have no other alternative, well, it is going to be mid 20s to low 30s. 25 to 32 degrees for just about everybody here to start the day off. And there's where we sit for average highs, still kind of locked in at that 61 mark, where we find nothing but middle to low 50s around the entire viewing area here. Rain chances, it's all about a cold rain that'll start developing here through tomorrow and then Thursday, and then we're talking about a very cold blast of air coming in. Early Wednesday morning, just about midnight, that's when maybe rain still continues to move out of the area for Wednesday. We're looking drier for most of our Wednesday forecast. Thursday, it's going to be wet leading into very early Friday, where temperatures are going to be at their peak just coming into Friday around midnight, and then falling temperatures for the rest of the day there. So a very bitter cold and into our week going into the Christmas weekend. 20s and 30s right now. We're staying below freezing all the way through about 8-9 o'clock. So we have a while before we start thawing out, which will take place about noontime today in the mid to upper 40s. There's cloud cover starting to move in place. Early morning isolated showers for some southern counties. This is around 7-8 o'clock tomorrow morning. But notice our temperatures are holding steady in the lower to mid 40s from start to finish through all of our Tuesday. That batch of wet weather moves in. You can see that Wednesday's setup is drier, a little clear to partly cloudy sky. Lows are going back into the lower and mid 30s. Afternoon temperatures back up to around that upper 40 to near 50 degree mark. I think a lot more 40s than we'll see 50s. But you notice we're getting back into a cloudy scenario there for Wednesday afternoon. And then Thursday is going to be a wet, cool day at 55. But talking about just how cold it's going to get. Leading into very early Friday morning, we'll see temperatures right at about 50 by midnight, but then fall into the middle 30s. And then you're talking about gusty winds, 35, almost 40 miles an hour through Friday afternoon. Look at that bitter cold air heading into Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, with mid 30s for highs and lows in the teens and 20s.